Open, and again, the Rockets good for two.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Howard with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Smith's running. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's what we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Dellavedova kicks to Smith. Passes to Dellavedova. Back to Smith. And the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Moniunas is checked in for Josh Smith. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And a jumper in there for Smith.
And guys, Patrick Beverley, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverley is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Beverley. And Beverley plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
Harden against Shumpert. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession from deep. And that one's good. Beverly's got 6 in the quarter.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
It's Harden with the drive. The feed to Moniunas. Harden outside. And another 3 for Houston.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 7. And stolen by LeBron. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Here's Shumpert. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Beasley, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Cutting in for the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Michael Beasley. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James. Here's Ariza. It's hauled in by Fry.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Left side Irving. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Fry's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Rockets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. The dish to Dellavedova. Kicks to Mozgov. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Harden inside the three-point line. He got it up that time, but it...
Okay, fans, put your hands together for...
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Rockets trail by 7. So on the floor for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. To the paint, here's Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Back to Shumpert. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's foul number 2 for him. Howard's checked in for the Rockets. Patrick Beverley comes in for Jason Terry. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. Smith dishes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Unhindered, going all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Out to the right wing. And it's Love penetrating. Irving can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. The first free throw is good.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Beverly. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Ariza. James can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard. Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country, but now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, he's bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental, and not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told us, guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple of years ago. Arrows seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Ariza. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stick.
To take the lead. And there's Jason Terry on the assist by Harden. 6 points for Jason Terry. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Houston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Cavaliers trailing. Irving attacking. Thompson in the corner. Irving with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Love. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Ariza.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
.121 left in the fourth quarter.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Love against Beverly.
Take a look at what Beverly's been doing. He's got 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they need it.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Love kicks to Irving. Launches a 3. Ariza with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. Stolen by Beverly. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Howard. Oh! And that one is hammered home.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point. Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Timeout called. The Cavaliers